Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on this idea of meaning and self-worth.
Really fascinating stuff.
Yeah, we'll be looking at it through Viktor Frankl's work and how one of his students,
Teru Nakashima.
Teru Nakashima, thanks, used it to help people overcome challenges.
What's really cool is that Nakashima tackles this belief that a lot of people have that,
Our childhood determines everything.
yeah, like your self-worth is set by your childhood experiences. He's like, nope, not true.
It can feel pretty limiting when you hear that.
Right.
Like your childhood shapes your whole life.
Exactly. And Nakashima, he says it's more about your mindset and finding meaning.
Then what happened when you were a kid?
More than those circumstances, for sure.
So Viktor Frankl,
Right.
most people know him because he survived the Nazi concentration camps.
During World War II. Yeah.
But there's a lot more to him than just that.
Absolutely. He was a psychiatrist before the war, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, the camps really changed his thinking. But it's amazing that even in that suffering, he never lost hope.
How is that even possible? I mean, those camps were brutal.
It was his sense of purpose. He had this drive to survive so he could publish his work and share his insights. It was like his reason to live, you know?
Wow.
Kind of reminds me of that story about the two stonecutters.
Oh, I love that analogy.
So you have these two guys
Yeah.
working side by side, grueling work, cutting stones day after day.
Hard work.
And someone comes up and asks, what are you doing? One guy's like, ugh, just cutting these stones.
The other guy.
The other guy looks up all proud and says, I'm building a cathedral.
It's such a powerful image.
Yeah.
Same work, but
Totally different meaning.
exactly.
And that's Frankl's big idea. We always have the power to choose our attitude and find meaning. It's not about what happened,
It's how we react to it.
how we see it, yeah.
So how does Teru Nakashima use Frankl's ideas?
Well, he took those ideas and made practical tools for his clients.
Oh.
One story he tells is about this client.
Oh, tell me about it.
Her name is Yuki, and she had a really rough childhood.
Oh, no.
Yeah, lots of trauma, but she didn't let it...
Define her.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And it wasn't about ignoring the pain.
It was about finding meaning in it.
Right. And using that to move forward. Nakashima helped her with 3 specific things. A meaning journal, the purpose card, and this thing he calls perspective shifting.
Okay, now I'm really interested.
Yeah.
Let's hear more about each of those. Starting with the meaning journal, what is that?
It's simple, but powerful. He had Yuki write down one thing from each day, even small things, where she felt a sense of meaning.
Like what kinds of things?
A sunset, someone being nice to her, a moment with a loved one.
So it's about noticing those little good things.
Yeah. And by writing it down, Yuki shifted her focus from the negative to the positive.
Training yourself to see the good.
Exactly.
What about the purpose card?
So with this one, he asked Yuki to think about, if I survive this pain, what can I give to the world?
Deep.
Right. She wrote her answer on a card and kept it with her.
So it's like a reminder of her bigger purpose.
Exactly. At first she had a hard time with it, but she eventually thought, if someone who went through what I did finds hope through me,
Oh, wow.
that became what guided her.
So powerful. Even in tough times, there's still hope and purpose. It reminds me of something Frankl wrote.
Yeah.
He said that searching for meaning is the main thing that motivates us.
He said it's not just some,
Side thing.
yeah, not some secondary rationalization. He really believed that meaning is something you have to actively look for.
Okay, so we talked about the meaning journal and the purpose card. Now, what about this perspective shifting thing? How does that work?
This is where it gets interesting. It's about looking at the bad things that happened and asking, what did this teach me?
So instead of just pain.
It becomes wisdom.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Yuki started to see her past as a source of strength.
It's not about pretending it didn't happen.
No.
It's about changing how you see it.
Right. Like, Yuki couldn't change that her parents abandoned her, but she could find new meaning in it.
I'm seeing how these 3 things work together. The meaning journal helps you find the good things now. The purpose card gives you direction for the future. And perspective shifting helps you deal with the past.
You got it. And the best part is you can use these for anything, big or small. It's not just for trauma, it's for finding meaning in all parts of your life.
So did Yuki see results right away when she started using these things?
It was a process for sure. Nakashima says there's no quick fix for this stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
But slowly, Yuki started to change.
How could you tell?
Well, she started talking about her past differently. She wasn't just focused on the pain.
Oh, interesting.
She started to see how those experiences made her strong.
That perspective shifting in action.
Right. She was learning from the tough times.
And with the meaning journal and purpose card.
Yeah. Those helped her see herself as someone who could help others.
Wow. So she went from feeling defined by her past to
taking control of it.
yeah, it's not erasing the past,
Right.
but it's like finding a way to be okay with it.
That's it. Frankl talked about this, the will to meaning, right? It's not about avoiding suffering.
It's about finding the meaning in it.
Exactly.
So how did this change Yuki's life? Did she just feel better, or did things actually change?
Both, actually. As her self-worth grew,
Okay.
she got more confident, more assertive. She took more risks, tried things she was scared of before.
Like she was finally free to be herself.
Yeah. And the purpose card reminded her that she had something to offer the world.
Regardless of her past.
Yeah, that purpose gave her strength.
It's like that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But it's more than that.
That is.
It's about using those experiences to make a difference.
Yeah, and Yuki ended up helping others who went through similar things.
Ripple effect of healing.
Right. When you heal, you can help others heal too.
I think that's so important to remember. Finding meaning and self-worth.
It's not just about us.
It's about the impact we have on the world.
Totally. It makes you think about how we always look for meaning in the big things. But maybe it's in the little things, the everyday moments.
Being kind to someone, making connection.
Right. And that's where the meaning journal is so helpful. It
Yeah.
trains you to see those small moments of meaning.
So for our listeners who are struggling, how can they start using these tools?
First, you got to believe that meaning is out there, even when things are tough.
It might take some searching.
Yeah, but it's there.
There's that quote, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away.
Love that. That's what we're talking about here. We all have gifts, and using them to make the world a better place.
That's how we find meaning and fulfillment.
And build self-worth, too.
It's not about money or success.
No.
It's about finding our place and making a difference.
Exactly.
We create meaning from our experiences.
Yes. And that's where Frankl's logotherapy comes in.
Logotherapy.
Yeah, it's a kind of therapy focused on finding meaning even when you're going through tough stuff.
So instead of just trying to fix problems, it helps you find purpose.
Right. It helps you see beyond those problems, which is what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's trauma, setbacks, even just daily struggles, logotherapy gives you a way to find meaning and keep going.
It's not just about getting by.
No.
It's about, like, truly living a good life even when it's hard.
Frankl believed that we all have this drive to find meaning and that it can make us stronger.
Like Yuki. She went from being hurt by her past to helping others overcome theirs.
It's amazing. Those practices Nakashima uses based on Frankl's work,
Yeah.
they really helped her change her perspective, find meaning, and connect with a bigger purpose.
So for our listeners who are feeling lost, how can they start finding meaning and building self-worth?
First, you got to be open to the idea that meaning is there.
Even when things are tough.
Yeah, it might be hidden, but it's there.
Like that quote, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away.
Oh, I like that. That's what we're talking about, using our gifts to make a difference. That's how we find fulfillment and build self-worth. It's not about...
Suck it off.
Yeah, not about stuff, money, or just being successful.
It's about making a difference.
It's about finding your place and using your gifts to help others.
To wrap up, I want to share a quote from Frankl. He said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom.
It's a reminder that we always have a choice. We can choose how we see things and how we react.
That's how we grow.
It's been great talking about this, Venu.
Me too. And to our listeners, keep looking for that meaning, keep believing in yourselves, and remember, you're not alone in this. Till next time, take care.